Okay, welcome. We're going to do a little experiment here using some Google. We're looking into the issue of media manipulation on the Burma story, things regarding the body counts. As you can see here, I'm on a blog called Believe It or Not, where they have reprinted a Daily Mail story from a major British newspaper, that is. As you can see, it's got quite a sensational headline: Burma, thousands dead in massacre of the monks dumped in the jungle. And it was last updated on October 1st, 2007. So let's see if they've reprinted the whole story. Oh no, but we should be able to go to the original page at the Daily Mail and isn't that strange? The headline's different. Burma, UN envoy meets top general as regime blames foreigners for violence. That's not quite as sensationalistic now, is it? As I can see, it was last updated at about 1:20 in the afternoon on October 2nd. Well, that's not the story I'm looking for. I wonder if this blogger, who happens to be a senior citizen, you can see it's called Geezer Power. I wonder if he's a dishonest old guy there. What we could do perhaps would be search on a phrase from the story. Google's very handy for doing research like this. Let's open Google now. Of course, it's my home page. We'll put it in quotation marks there. Dumped in the jungle. Alright. Here's that UN envoy meets top general as regime blames foreigners story. Oh, here's another reprint of the one we're looking for, but doesn't seem to be one for the Daily Mail, but why give up? Let's try my favorite Google feature, a site search of dailymail.co.uk. See what comes up here. Oh, look at that. There appear to be two stories. The not so interesting sounding one, and the thousands dead and monks jumped in the jungle story. So let's just click on that and we'll see the original version, won't we? Here we go. Burma, UN envoy meets top general as regime. That's not what I'm looking for, is it? But in fact, if you search down to the bottom of this story, search on the word thousands here, and I'm looking for the second instance of that. This paragraph remains. This is also in the original story. Most of the photos are the same, in fact. The reports follow claims from a former intelligence officer in Burma's ruling junta that thousands of protesters have been killed and the bodies of hundreds of executed monks have been dumped in the jungle. Yes, that is in fact the same general. He's not an intelligence officer. He was the general in charge of Rangoon, in fact. I can find his name for you here, although he's not mentioned in this toned down story in any detail. If we go back to the original, as I said, actually I have it right here. His name is Hla Win, according to this story. In fact, that's not his full name, but we'll forgive that little journalistic oversight at the moment. I'm popping over to Google News to see what we can find on Mr. Hla Win. Hlawin. It seems all the stories about him happened before October 3rd. Isn't that something? But In fact, if you'd like to know who he was, he is this man here, Mr. Major General Hla Tae Win. And he was, in fact, according to Sydney Morning Herald here, in charge of Rangoon, and he was sacked for being too soft. And I'll just take you over to GNN, where I recently posted this story. Maybe I'm being monitored here. I have no idea. Not too worried about that. And I've posted a headline on Mr. Hla Win. He, in fact, is, here's the story I'm looking for. Burma, thousands of protesters are dead. This was published in the Evening Jungle, and as you recognize that, this one has a good quote. Many more people have been killed in recent days than you've heard about. The bodies can be counted in several thousand. Mr. Win, who spoke out as a Swedish diplomat, predicted that the revolt had failed, said he fled when he was ordered to take part in a massacre of holy men. He has now reached the border with Thailand. He has since then sought political asylum in Norway. In this story, they are a little more forthcoming with the man's proper name. Major General Hla Tae Win, central member of the military junta in Burma, was reportedly interested in seeking political asylum. He's said to have defected recently and hiding in the jungle among the Karen people. Norwegian freelance journalist Hans Joachim Schild is traveling in the area and has met the colonel in the jungle. Look at that, but seems that since October 2nd, no journalists are interested in this man any longer. So I'll leave you to make your own conclusions about that. Thank you for listening.